On this episode of What's on Your Plate, I have co-host Anthony Mitchmore and fried chicken. Healthiness isn't just a mindset, it's a lifestyle.
When I started my fitness journey, I realized that one of the best ways to improve my health was to change the way I approach food. People tend to think that eating healthy means you can't enjoy what you're eating. So we started a catering company to show that good food and healthy living can go hand in hand.
Join us as we combine food and fitness and find out what's on your plate. I'm Junior Wakefield, and I have a special co-host of a good friend of mine who's been here before, and I want to welcome Anthony Mitchmore.
Thank you. Good to be here, man.
Good. Now, it's funny because we were trying to figure out a title to give you, and it was Food Extraordinaire. What was the other one they used?
Fluffy guy eats food.
Fluffy guy eats food. Okay. Well, I guess that'll work.
That's just how I feel these days. The COVID weight's got me feeling a little fluffy.
Well, there you go. Well, good. Well, today is Wednesday. It's kind of hump day. I wanted to try to do something different, something a little special. It's funny, when you look at this plate today, this is the remaining of what we had on the plate because everything flew out of there pretty quick.
Yeah, like as soon as you open it up, the chicken started flying out, the rice was gone. I didn't think we were gonna have a plate for this.
We didn't even get. I thought that was kind of funny because I was like,
just put a chicken bone on there and 1 grain of rice. We're gonna be good.
Man, I didn't know everybody liked it that much, which is incredible. It's not anything special, I didn't get the opportunity to fry chicken, so I always have to call my sister Maciola. Shout out to Maciola for frying the chicken. But I added the extra spices to it, which I thought was pretty good. And the one thing I liked about it is when the spices are able to sit on the chicken overnight, it makes the flavor a little bit more better. So I thought that was really good. Now the rice, it's my own version of a Mexican rice, and I'm not Hispanic, so I don't know how to make rice. I just know what I think is good and what I like. So with some diced up carrots. Also, I thought it was kind of funny because we use lima beans, and lima beans is something that I don't like lima beans by itself. But I figured with the rice and the flavor, and then I added some shredded chicken to that and put a little bit more spice to it, and thought that would be really good. Now, I can't have spice.
No.
So I don't know exactly how much spice to put in there, but from the way it looked out there, everybody loved it and enjoyed it. So I think I did pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody coughing or choking on too much spice.
Everybody said it was right enough flavor. So that made me feel really good. So adding spice to the fried chicken, but also adding spice to the rice. And then, of course, I found the cinnamon rolls and the pumpkin little cupcakes there, which just throw something off to kind of take a little bit of bite out of that spice with the sweetness. So,
what kind of spice you use on the chicken?
I'm not going to tell you that one.
But I just want to know what gives it the color.
Yeah, most definitely. I'll tell you that after we're off the air.
Oh, okay.
But right now, no, I'm not going to tell you that. Just the same as I do everybody else. I'm not telling you anything because then everybody else does it, and then I'm not sitting here anymore. So
that's a very good point.
That's true. Well, good. Well, you go ahead and taste it. You tell me what you think.
Move this over here. This is good. I'm going to Nashville in a couple weeks. This is their dish that they're known for.
Okay. Well, then there you go.
When I go there, I'm gonna tell you if you even hold a candle to what they know how to do.
Listen, Nashville is that's in Tennessee. All I worry about is Texas. And the reason he's eating the wing because everything else was gone, all the drumsticks and everything.
Yeah, the thighs were gone.
Yep. Second bite always says something.
I should have got some water.
You should have got some water. Is there a little spice kick to it?
Oh, it's not a little spice to it.
No. Okay.
I mean, it's still got spice to it. It's good. The texture's good, but I mean, your sister always fries up good chicken, so can't really complain on that. The spice is there, but it's not going to be totally overpowering for people that are starting into some heavy Carolina Reaper stuff.
Okay. So, well, try the rice and tell me what you think.
You said lima beans?
Yeah, there's lima beans in there.
I don't think I've ever had a lima bean.
Well, you're about to. If there's one, well, there you go, right there.
It's a lima bean.
That's a lima bean.
And you're right, by itself, lima beans really aren't that good.
That is, well, we agree on that one.
It's good. Good texture. Nice spice on that one. I think the rice has a little bit more spice than that, but since rice is kind of bland for me, I prefer the extra spice in the rice than the chicken.
Good. Well, that's what I was hoping for. So I was hoping that just to add a little flavor, do something different,
Kill that lima bean.
and to change the flavor of the lima beans and the other vegetables. I didn't want to do a vegetable that was separate because a lot of times you have to have. To me, I think you have to have a certain type of flavor for vegetables. And you're going to have to add a little salt or a little pepper or something else. And so by adding the vegetables into the rice, I just thought it would be something that would be pretty good. So what do you think?
I like it. What kind of nutrition am I getting out of lima beans? Is that more of a protein or is that
More of a protein.
It is? Okay.
And everything we do is portion control. Now, I think that the thing that I liked the most is when everybody saw it and we opened up the pans and they started eating, the portion control kind of went out the window because it was really good. And so that really always makes me excited, makes me feel pretty good about the product that I put out there.
To use the smaller plates.
We forced us, it did, and it did. And
This
that's
portion
the crazy
controlled
thing.
us.
It portion controlled us because we did have to use the smaller plates because we ran out of the big ones. But that's
the
a
thing.
confidence
That's the thing
booster.
you can do at the house too, though. If you think about it, like if you just took a smaller plate, because I got the big plate. Like my daughter gets the small plate, she can get up and get seconds, but I'm lazy, so I get this huge plate. But if you force yourself into a smaller plate, there's only so much food you can put on there.
That is true.
And then if you get hungry, you want more, you have to get up. Which sometimes just, if you think about it, just literally me having to get up by myself, I don't want that. I don't want food that bad. I'm already settled in.
You're right. Now, what do you think about with the spice? Because when you add a certain spice, when you add heat to it, it forces you to drink more of something. Now, I would like to say, hey, it forces everyone to drink more water.
Jack Daniels.
There you go. That's the opposite. Yeah, there you go. It's beer. It's something that forces you to drink more with the spice. So if we're talking about portion control, then you can only have one or two beers, or you can only have one drink, or one Blanton's, or one. So why are we saying names when
you mean
nobody's paying for it yet?
You mean one glass? Or?
Yeah, one glass, one big glass, or one small pour. So, but what do you think when it comes down to spice?
I think spice. It just really depends on the crowd you're catering to. You know, I have one group of people that I've made food with where this amount of spice they would say was bland. But they're used to having such heavy, like basically eating the Carolina Reaper pepper for fun, you know. So it depends on who you're cooking for, and every spice in general, not just even the heat that way. I mean, if you do Asian spices, how far out there do you want to go? What's that comfort zone for the people you're working with? I think this perfect. I think this right here will fit just about anybody.
Okay.
Just due to the fact it is just it's comfort food. You know, it's not over the top, it's not there. But I think if you really want to start getting heavy into spices, you just have to know the crowd. Yeah. You know, like I'm not going to cook the same thing for you that I would cook, let's say, for
other people,
my brothers,
yeah,
who just really like the hot stuff.
Okay. So everything is in portion control. Everything is in moderation. Everything that we do, and so Anthony, I'm glad you were here today.
Hey, always good to be here.
Good. I have Mackenzie Wessner coming in tomorrow to sit in, and Anthony will be back sometime next week, who's helping me out. So, Anthony, thank you for being here. Thank you for the staff at Real News PR. Just Saying Kitchen Catering. And thank you guys for sitting back and watching this episode of What's on Your Plate. Anthony, giving a shout out to anybody before we close it out?
No, I shouted out a lot last week.
Okay, you're not shouting out to some young lady by the name of Shay.
Oh,
and another.
See, when you do it like that, you just put me on the spot.
Most definitely,
constantly putting me on the spot. Yes, Shay. Shout out to Shay. She actually last week she helped out a lot.
Okay,
she helped out a lot with the catering here. So did Charlotte. Shay was staying up late nights with me. You know, putting the finishing touches on stuff. Waking up early in the morning to help out too.
Okay.
So yes, thank
you.
you.
Well, shout out to Shay. Well, good. Well, thank you guys for watching this episode of What's on Your Plate. I'm Junior Wakefield with Anthony Mitchmore. Just saying Kitchen Catering. All right, you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and reach out to us to cater your next event.